Shalom. First off, I want to give all praises, all honor and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim Yahweh Shah, Bahashim Rukakudash, double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule and teach well, who also taught us this 100% true. Shalom to the hopeful elect, this Kasada back with another quick lesson, man. And going into this lesson mostly pertain to the, being out on the highways and hedges on Thursday. All right, the camp we had on Thursday, pretty much. All right, and I was speaking, and pretty much through the Spirit, it prompted me to go into this lesson a little bit further about women being independent. Now, this independence, you gotta remember that it derived from dependent. Okay, independent is a young word, man. It's not even that old, man. All right, you got to understand it's a very young word. All right, and a lot of women have adopted this term. All right, as you can see on the screen, I have the etymology of independent and independence on the screen. Now, I'm particularly going to pertain to independent. All right, so let's get into independent. All right, it says independent in the etymology online, not dependent on something else. All right, not opposite of dependent. All right, it's the opposite of dependent. Okay, 1600 Italy independente. All right, from 1590s in English, originally from churches, nations, in reference to a person from 1660s, meaning able to live well without labor. All right, is from 1732, meaning, all right, matter of fact, Salakia. All right, meaning able to live well without labor is from 1732, meaning unbiased, set up so as to be unaffected by outside influence. All right, is from 1790s as a noun from 1640s, members of independent congregational church. All right, and let's see if it mentions anything also as far as women, man. All right, it's mostly referring to countries or nations, separating themselves, or people separating themselves from being dependent on nations, man, or the government. Okay, and pretty much, man, this word was adopted during between 1960 1970s by women. All right, this women empowerment movement, which was pushed by the Edomite woman onto the Israelite woman. All right, which consists of you Native Americans, Latinos, and Negroes. The so-called white man pushed this term, all right, on a lot of you women. All right, and you had Jake make a lot of the songs, all right, which, they're a part of dealing with these elites. They're just lesser luminary, but they all a part of the agenda of pushing independence on you women, all right, giving women power, all right, in which that's all scriptural too as well. So let's grab that real quick. All right, bear with me. Here it is. All right, Jeremiah 31 and verse 22. It says, "How long wilt thou go about, O backsliding daughter? For Yahweh have created a new thing in the earth. A woman shall compass a man." All right, and hey, man, this is a new thing. Everything else, man, that you see on earth that's going on, it's old. All right, the scripture talks about there's no new thing under the sun. All right. But this is the new thing that Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shah has created, a woman being able to compass and instruct and teach and lead men. All right. All right. Be the head of their household. But in reality, man, a man, all right, through the spirit of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shah, all right, which the Lord has created an order, is a man supposed to be leading. All right. The man is supposed to be a head. All right. And the Israelites also have adopted this same reality, or I say a way of being. I wouldn't say reality, but a way of being, and it has become a reality of being independent from Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shah, in which that's leading to a lot of you Israelites going to be destroyed, man. You rather separate yourself from your power, okay? And women are separating themselves from their power, or, you know, not even their power, but their heads, which is men. All right. Matter of fact, let's grab that. Bear with me. This is 1 Corinthians chapter 11 and verse 3. It says, but I will have you know that the head of every man is Hamashiach. Right. Our head is Yahweh Shah, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah. All right. And who's over Yahweh Shah? Yahweh. All right. Those are our heads, man. All right. And we sever ourselves from him. All right. In which we have. And look what happened to us, man. We went into captivity after captivity after captivity after captivity. All right. And we really been transformed in this last captivity to a very low state. So low that a woman has compassed a man. All right. It also says in the head of the woman is the man. In the head of Hamashiach is the Most High. See? So the women are mostly independent. All right. Only because, hey, man, they listen to their daddy Esau, man. All right. Esau gave them the liberty to do what the hell they want to do, man. In which that's shortly going to come to an end. But see, reason being that, why I'm going into this, man, because, hey, man, a lot of you women during the time of Jacob's trouble, all right, matter of fact, let's go ahead and grab Jeremiah 30. Let's go ahead and grab that. Let's go ahead and get into it. Jeremiah 30, and I'm going to start at, let's start at verse 5. It says, for thus saith Yahweh, we have heard a voice of trembling, of fear, and not of peace. Ask ye now, and see whether a man doeth travail with child. All right, and men are going to be travailing, man. They're going to be crying. Matter of fact, let's go ahead and grab that term. Let's go ahead and pick this up, man. Let's go look it up. Let's see what travail means. All right, painful and laborious effort. All right, it's going to be a painful time, man. All right, like a woman giving labor, man. And every man have been or seen or watched an experience where a woman is giving birth, man. Whether it's in a movie or anything. Hey, man, you can tell as a man it's a very painful sight. And most of you women, you should know, who have children. All right. Wherefore do I see every man with his hand on his loins, as a woman in travail, in all face turned to paleness. All right. Alas, for that day is great, so that none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it. Right, man. It's the time of Jacob's trouble, and the elect will be saved out of it. Of course, you're going to have 2/3 that's going to be saved, but they're going to have to come back, all right, through the loins or the Huggies, Hebrew Huggies or Israelite Huggies, man. You know, through the loins of the elect, all right, the 144,000, okay? But you're going to see a lot of men travailing like women, even your mightiest men, all right? Those who've been in war, all right, they're going to be travailing, man. Those who think they're tough, all right, they're going to be travailing like women, man, because they're not going to know what the hell to do in those days, man. And a lot of you women who are with these men, you're going to be caught out there. A lot of these men are going to die. Let's call it a spade a spade. Matter of fact, all right, let's grab a quick scripture. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, let me grab Isaiah 13. All right. Yeah, Isaiah 13. And we're going to start at verse 16. It says, moreover, Yahweh saith, because the daughters of Zion are haughty and walk with stretched forth neck and wanton eyes, walking and menacing as they go, and making a tinkling with their feet. Right. You women are very proud, man. You women are very proud, man. All right. Walking, as they say, the old school say, you walk around stinking, man. Stink like your shit don't stink. All right. Verse 17, therefore the Lord will smite with a scab of the crown of the head of daughters of Zion, and Yahweh will discover their secret parts. Right, man. You're going to be exposed. All right. The Lord is really going to expose a lot of you women, man. All that makeup that you're going to be able to put on, these nice clothes. All right. Your helmets. By helmets, I mean those wigs. All right. Those attachable things that, hey, you're not going to be able to use those things, man. All right. You're really going to show. You're going to really be exposed, man. All right. Those things are not going to be available for you in the time of Jacob's trouble. All right. It says in that day, the Lord will take away the bravery of the tinkling ornaments about their feet, and the crewels and their round tires like the moon, the chains and the bracelets and the mufflers, the bonnets and the ointments of the legs and the headbands and the tablets and earrings, the rings and nose jewels, the changeable suits of apparel, and the mantles and the wimples and the crisping pins, the glasses, the fine lining, and the hoods and veils. All right. Now, he's going to take away all those things. This happened before, but hey, man, it's going to happen on a greater level, man, on a greater scale. All right. In Jacob's trouble. And it shall come to pass that instead of sweet smell, there shall be a stink. All right. You women are going to be exposed, man. All right. Hey, you're not going to smell so nice, man. You already don't smell so nice now. A lot of you women don't even know how to wash. And instead of a girdle, a rent, and instead of a well-set hair, baldness, and instead of a stomacher, a girding of sackcloth, and burning instead of beauty, thy men shall fall by the sword. See, in thy mighty in the war, right? A lot of these men that you're dealing with that's going to travail like a woman with child, they're going to die by the sword, man. They're going to die in war. They're going to die in battle. And it's not just talking about World War III, man. They're talking about also race wars, civil wars. All right. There's going to be all types of wars going down in Babylon the Great, a.k.a. America. All right. And her gates shall lament and mourn. Right. You women are going to be humbled, man. And shall be being desolate shall sit upon the ground. Right. You're going to sit upon the ground. That's just another form or symbolic of saying humble. All right. A lot of you women are going to be very humbled in these days, man. All right. And the Lord is going to really expose a lot of you women, man. All right. All right. Let's grab another quick scripture. Let's go into Isaiah 13 and verse 9. It says, behold, the day of the Lord. Matter of fact, let's pull that whole scripture out. Let's go ahead and grab it. All right. Verse 9, it says, behold, the day of the Lord come cruel both with wrath and fierce anger to lay the land desolate, and he shall destroy the sinners thereof out of it. For the stars of heaven and the constellation thereof shall not give their light. The sun shall be darkened in his going forth, and the moon shall not cause her light to shine. And I will punish the world for their evil, and the wicked for their iniquity, and I will cause the arrogancy of the proud to cease. Right, a lot of you women, you're very proud, man. You think your shit don't stink, man. But hey, man, you're going to be humbled, man. I will cause the arrogancy of the proud to cease. He's going to stop it, man, and will lay low the haughtiness of the terrible. I will make a man more precious than fine gold. Right, what man is this talking about? A man of the Lord. All right, these are the other than those other men that are not of Yahweh by Shem Yahushua. They're going to be travailing, but the men of the Lord, they're going to be found valuable. All right, precious and more valuable than fine gold, even the men than the golden wages of Ophir. All right, and this the things that's going to take place on the planet Earth, Babylon the Great, man. A lot of you women are being rejected, man. The Lord is putting out a heavy spirit where Most men, and I'm going to just say most men, by men, I'm talking about the men of the Lord, just don't want to deal with a lot of you women, especially and particularly the nigga woman. Point blank, period. And it just don't have to be a black woman. They're also talking about you Latinos and Native Americans too, man. You Native American and Latino women, you also are considered nigga women too as well, man. Just because we talk about the Southern Kingdom doesn't mean that it doesn't apply to you Latinos and Native American Indian tribes, all right? So let's go ahead and I want to grab something, all right? Because, hey, man, it's being exposed. This is from Benjamin Israel, or D. Israel. This is his quote. He said, you could tell the strength of a nation by the woman behind its men. Right, man. And look how our women is, man. All right, look at it. Well, look where he at. It's because of partly because of our women. All right, and Esau and Eve are like Batman and Robin, man. All right, towards Jake. They're a 1-2 package, man. They're a 1-2 combination, man. All right, but the Lord is going to stop all this, man. He's going to put an end to it. He's going to take Robin out, man. All right, and he's going to bring Batman very low, man. All right, just to put it like that, if that makes sense in layman's term, man. All right, so let's grab a few more scriptures. This is Isaiah 15. Let's jump down to verse 19. Or verse 16, it says, for there shall be sedition among men and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes. In the course of their action shall stand in their powers. Right, they're going to be invading one another, man. All right. Matter of fact, let's jump up to verse 14. It says, woe to the world, woe going into destruction, and them that dwell therein. For the sword in their destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up and fight against another, and swords in their hands. For there shall be sedition among men and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes. In the course of their actions shall stand in their power. Right, man. People are going to take matters in their own hand. And a man shall desire to go into a city and not be able to. For because of their pride, see, they go pride, being proud. And a lot of you people, a lot of you Israelites are very proud. And the pride of the city shall be troubled. The houses shall be destroyed, and the men shall be afraid. There it is again. Men shall be afraid. The only men that's going to get through these times is the men of the Lord, the elect. All right. Starting with the 144,000 along with the 1/3, man. And man shall have no pity upon his neighbor. Right. No pity. And hey, going back to independent. A lot of you women live on your own, man. A lot of you women don't live on your own. They're not going to have these men that live next to you, that know where you live. All right. That have seen you, they're not going to have pity on you, man. A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword. Right, he's going to run through your stuff, man, and spoil their goods. Yeah, he's going to take everything that you have, man. All right, even you. All right, if he's attracted enough, man, because the lack of bread and for great tribulation. Right, man, there's a famine coming. All right. These are the things that's about to take place, all right? One last scripture, it says, and it shall come to pass. This is Jeremiah 15:2. And Salaki, and it says, and it shall come to pass, and this already happened, all right? Of course, this already happened, but, hey, man, this is what the Lord is lining up for a lot of you women, as well as you niggas, but, hey, man, this is what the Lord has lined up, man, for you women, though, man, because 2/3 is primarily women, all right? It's a lot of women. It consists of a lot of women, man. All right. It says, and it shall come to pass, if they shall say unto thee, whether shall we go forth? And then thou shalt tell them, thus saith Yahweh, such as are for death to death, and such as are for the sword to the sword, such as are for the famine to the famine, and such are for the captivity to the captivity. All right. Let's go to verse 3, and it says, I will appoint over them for a kind, saith Yahweh, the sword to slay, and the dogs to tear, and the fowls of heaven, and the beasts of the earth to devour and destroy. And these are the type of things that's going to take place on you Israelites, which consists of you Native Americans, Latinos, and Negroes. So with that being said, Lord willing, I hope this was truly edifying. Shalom.